Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, I'm back on here today because I want to do a bit more work on this little page topper. Now I need a bit of sticky tape. The cord fell down there, wait a minute. My cord fell down, I put a bit of masking tape on it because it's on the cord on the tripod thing. It's not a tripod, it's an arm. It's an arm thing for my camera. That's better, now it won't fall down. Yeah, so we're in Australia and it's really overcast, but it's pretty warm. Like, it's supposed to be going to be 30 today here, so that's good. Really excited about that. Now, I've put a little envelope on there, but I really need for him to be part there of that. So I'm going to put this key on that. So that'll fall down there, right? But I feel like I need to cover these bits and I don't know what to do with that, right? I'm going to do some stitching maybe around in here, make some sort of thing around there. Now, I've went and put everything in this one box here. I do have a bad habit of just throwing things all in the one direction, don't I? I did tidy up a bit so you could watch what I was doing instead of seeing all that stuff that I had sitting on the table yesterday. I picked up a fair bit of it. Oh, my daughter's home. My daughter's home. Thank you, everybody, for all your good well wishes. She's home now. I was just talking to her. She said she feels really good. She said she feels so much better. She was not waiting for the doctors to let her out. She could not. She wanted to come home. So they brought her back home and she's doing fine. She's got to go get some doctor's appointments and keep making sure she keeps taking her medication. She said she had a really good sleep last night, so that was good, because that's one of our main things. I don't know about everybody else out there, but we need our sleep in this house. It's a Stepto issue. You've got to have a sleep. I've always been like that, and my mother was the same. You need sleep. Some people can go along and not have too much, but it's not in our house. Sleep gets interrupted. My sister used to say to the kids they weren't dare allowed to talk to her even after she got up until about 10 o'clock, which was really harsh. Because she wasn't awake properly or something. I don't know what that was, but I don't know how she did that, because we used to get the children talk to you. It's a bit rough. But anyway, she was my mother wasn't that bad, but my mum, when she was older, she never used to get out of bed early at all. I always have been. I've been an early bird, but I like to get to my hours when I get to bed. Anyway, you didn't tune in here to see what I was doing with my sleeping thing, did you? I'm trying to see if I can get some work done on this today. I've been feeling really crap, as you probably would have realised by the last few videos, because I was worried so much about Peggy. Because you just can't help it. They even though they're adults, they're still your small children, they're little kids to you. Anyway, let's see what we can do with this. I don't know, probably muck it up. Could do well, might not. I was just going to put a bit of mauve around in here. I'd like to leave it so it still looks wheel-like, you know. It's an interesting thing to say, Sonia, but anyway. There's a little bit here coming undone. I just cut that bit off. So there's a lot of them little pieces on the end. That's all right. It will not fray undone because at least I don't think it will. I'll give it a little tug there. No, it won't come undone because that's just a thing from the stitch from the one before. Now, what do you reckon? I could just do a little bit of weaving around this or something? Do you think? If I go back behind me and forward, loop that. Well, that's going to lift up because I haven't sewed it down properly yet. And under there, well, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is right. Doesn't seem to be looking properly, does it? No. It's too higgledy-piggledy. I'll find something to do with it. It's just moving or too much moving. I don't think higgledy-piggledy was the right word. Let's go down here and sew this first. Okay, we're going to do some straight stitches along this. Well, see, this one I haven't fastened down very good either because I only did some really flat-out stitches to get started with. And if I go too far along, I just do a back stitch if I think it's too much of a gap. I'll just try and just do in and out there. Righto. Might even go back again on that one. Little stitches. While we're doing this, we're looking at this. We're looking at this now. What are we going to do with this? Just going to look at it and see. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm going to do the draw for my giveaway, and then I need to put up a video on the next lot of stuff that I'm going to be giving away, but I'm going to wait till after, maybe a week or so, because I will be sending it out after Christmas, I think, the next one. That's too big, that one. And we put it down a bit. And we're going a bit off the felt, but that's okay because I need to make the stitches, and it doesn't matter if the felt's not under that bit. I'm not going to worry too much about that because it's just going, under the felt, there's going to be another piece of either fabric or some handmade paper or something under that that'll be attached to the front of the book. Okay. And I've been in the wars with the cat. Oh, me and him haven't had a blow for a long time. But he loves to come in here and he wants to sit on my table. And I tried to stop him because he was going to get pins in him. And he's very big and he just grabbed hold of me with his teeth. And then I grabbed hold of him. And Jeremy saved me then. He come in and got him. He just can't, he doesn't want to come in here and sit down and be quiet. He wants to be in charge of the place, It's his property, everything, and you can't touch anything. He wants it. Cats don't realise that they can't craft. They just got no idea. They don't know how to sew either. Okay? So that gets them upset if you try and take the work off them. Well, I don't know. Some people might be able to manage it, but mine doesn't. I've never had a cat that I could do any sewing near. Never. They always want to get there with it, or knitting, or crochet. Wouldn't matter what I was doing, they were fair at it. My bird used to help me do the beads. If I had any beads or any buttons, he used to help me play with those and move them about and do it. He loved playing with the birds, and that was really cool. He was only small, though. He used to sit on the front of me beanie on top, wear a beanie in the winter time, and he'd sit on the front of it and look up, peep over at me what I was doing. Got pictures of that. It was really cool. It is. He was a beautiful little baby. He was. Oh dear, I missed him so much. Still probably do in a sort of a way, but he's been gone a really long time now. It's very sad it was. Anyway. I had to save him from ones we had. He got kicked out of the nest. He did, so I had to bring him inside and give him a life. Sounds like my husband's going through the back gate. it does make a terrible noise, doesn't it? Everything does when I'm in here. And all the birds are out there tweeting in the trees and... Gee, that looks good. If I do say so myself. Oh, I don't know. There's a little orange spot there. And that's okay. I'm having trouble with this thing staying threaded, don't I? I keep pulling it undone. Okay. Come on, get in there. I think hubby's out there watering because all the water and the rain we've had, it didn't take long for it to soak down into the ground or run away. And all the water that we've got that's been going into the wherever it lands, majority of it's no good for us to use, is it? Because it's got all crap in that in it. It's not good. And that looks nice, I like that. Yeah, I've got to thread this again and take it through to the back. This is not going to work. Oh, yes, it is, Sonia. Don't give up yet. Hang on to it. Hang on to that thread. Don't pull it too far because then you can just put it underneath there to end it off a bit. There we go. We had a warm day yesterday. It was really nice. I'm going to have a mouthful of coffee. Now I changed my coffee to a different one. Me and my husband have been drinking the same stuff for 30 years and it's just, I got over that. So I changed because I only have 2 cups a day. It's a rule. 2 of a morning, and that's my share. Now I found this. I have been searching and searching and searching for these. I know I got them. Do you think I can find them? I got bigger ones. Cannot find them anywhere. I want them. I really want. It's usually the case, isn't it? Something you want really bad, and I can't. I knew I had them, and when I found this one, I thought, "See, look, I did." You know? I thought to myself, "Look, Sonia, you did have them." So there. Anyway, so what are we going to put on? Oh, this is interesting. Maybe that. Oh, that's cool. A bit of a no. I don't know. I don't know. No. You've got to try things. You just don't know, do you, how they might look. What about this? These vintage things are quite cool. They are. Don't mind these vintage things. Now, we're in that bit in the yellow part. This piece here needs to do. I want to do some, I want to fix this. I really want to fix this little thing here. Well, I've got these little buttons, the vintage buttons. That would look good on there. Maybe better than this little key. Don't know. I feel like I want to do something on these parts of the envelope, but I don't want to do anything too overpowering or you know, like, you don't want to put anything on there that's too weird. I'll keep that in the same thing. It's a bit orange, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Yellow, some green. I'm putting green on yet. Let's put a bit of green somewhere. Got a bit of green about. Okay. How to decorate that envelope. Oops. I do like this piece here down the bottom too, it's snazzy. That's too big. That if you can see your bits that you don't like of thread that you put in there before, you just pull them out, because once you've put this on here, your other cotton, you can do that once you slow stitched it. I just hope that this doesn't take away from the picture too much. Shouldn't do. We need our frilly bits there, don't we? I should have went in a different direction, shouldn't I? The dog's barking because she wants to go through the back gate to be where Jeremy is. He can't do that because if he's not watching, there could be somebody walking past with a dog and she'll take off and try to protect us, from the dog. And that won't end really well for her at all, will it? Maybe if a big dog might, get after her. So we've got to be careful. So she has to stay at the back, even though she's going crooked, she doesn't want to be. I need to put something in this part here. Not the right colour. I have these little patches here that I cut out of, I don't know, with this piece of fabric that had a lot of little pictures dotted all over it, and I thought, well, they'd look all right somewhere. I'm upside down here. That's pretty, isn't it? How do we get that just the right size? I think that's cute. I like that. I'll just fray a tiny bit of it. Save that happening itself. I'm going to be back in a minute and fix that on there, I think. We'll just go across here first. And we got lots of fluff and bits hanging off, and that's the idea. We don't want to cover them over because that's, it's all adding to the picture, isn't it? Well, it won't be long now for Christmas. Most of everybody's ready, sort of, not actually in my possession, but ordered and or on lay-by, so that's good. because I had to get things. I had to get some things made for different ones, so it's been good. The young girl here in the town, and she does cups and that with puts things on them for you, like names and logos and stuff, and I've got her doing some of them for me for family members, some of them, but not just your name. They're not just like that. They're personalised in other ways. So she's done a good job with the one that she did so far. So I've got to get 2 more off her now. But I think it's good that we can help other people that are doing things. Plus, I think these are going to be really well received, these things, because it's very hard to find gifts for adults too. You know, it really is. I think so. Although the shops seem to be getting a heap of stuff in, you know. I know Jeremy wants anything to do with the garden, and he don't mind if it's a bag of poop. I used to always say I got him some poop for the garden for Christmas, and people think you're telling me to buy him a bag of that. They say, oh, but that's what he wants, you know. Maybe getting somebody something that they put in a cupboard or something, not even use. But I always make sure that, you know, if the girls say what I want for Dad, I just tell them what Dad needs, and that's good. I didn't even think about what I want. I just, I've already got mine organised, what Sandy Claus is bringing me, but it doesn't matter about that. I don't mind. I just, like a piece of cotton will do me. I'll have a bit of thread. I used to always say that the girls just buy me some more thread, and they did. They bought me that, and that was good. It's what I needed. And I built it all up, I suppose, over the years, because that's always on my list of things to get. If they want to get me something, it's got to be to do with cotton or some such thing to do with craft or other, and that's what I've got. The youngest one usually lets me go shopping at the craft online, but I don't know, she might be picking out something for me this year, and that's okay. All I want is for everybody to have a nice day. I'm going to have actually 3 days, because there's going to be one of them here one day, and me and Jeremy the next day, and then the other daughter and her family's coming the next day, so it's just, you know, it's going to be a big 3 days, but that's okay. I can sleep in between. We'll be right. Righto. Now that's nice. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to put that little thing there. See, this big white thing here is absolutely, you know, taken over the business, isn't it, this white thing? But it will be fine when I figure out what to do with it. I'm sure I don't think I have a problem with it. Let me see. There. The other day I seen some sequins. I thought about putting some of them on there. They're orange ones, aren't they, in the container. I bought some containers the other day too. I was going to put some stuff in too that I've got sitting here. So I'd have them all in the one place, you know, so you can go and find all of them then. What do I do with that? Oh, there it is. Are they in here? That's a container. I thought there might have been. There's beads. Oh, I thought I had the sequins in here, but I do not. Must be here somewhere near me. If I was looking for the orange beads, it'd be okay, they're sitting there. Isn't it incredible? It's only the things you want you can't find. I really want to put some of these other dimensional things on here as well. What did I do with them? I was tidying up this morning, I promise I didn't move any. They're fair there, aren't they, in front of me behind that thing? Goodness me. I just might put a couple of bits, set a few pieces on there and see what it looks like. Don't know if that's going to work either. I need to tone it down a bit so it's not just the main thing in the picture on the page, you know. But it is one of the main things on the page. No, that's not working. Oh dear. This is not good if I can't get it to work. Come on. This must be something I can do with it. Maybe I can stitch all over it. Because of the colour that I chose, which I tried to do some cream, but I couldn't find anything that thin. I needed something really thin to do that with the cream part of it. Oh, look at this, isn't this beautiful, this leaf? Oh, I wonder why I can put that on there too, couldn't I? Why not? Can't see a problem with that. It'll stitch and go on there just fine. Look, it won't even break or nothing. Isn't that cool? Okay. I've got to stop looking at that because it's it's bothering me. Now I've got little pieces of these greens here that I like. That's nice. I like that. Right. And I do have a fluffy bit. Look, there's a fluffy bit. You just pick out little bits and pieces from it. Don't throw anything away, Liz. Whatever you do, don't throw anything away. You never know when you might need it. Help you with something. This is a piece that I cut off the bottom of a piece of the cover that I'm making. Ideas, Sonya, you need some ideas. Keep cutting this along here. I'm still in the shoddy. I'm leaning on the table. I don't know why, but I feel comfortable. I hope that's all right. No, it's not working. Maybe this way. Not particularly. How about that? No. Right. Okay. I think I want to put one of those on there if I can find I think I want a different colour though, I don't know. If I want that one or a different colour one. And this nice little heart thing too that I was looking at earlier. It's only got a bit of fluff on it. Can't put everything in the same place, Sonya. You've got to make a bit of a decoration out of it. Okay, so I do like these. I do like them. I wonder if I'd be naughty if I pulled them undone. I don't see why I showed them together. I can pull them undone, can't I? I'm very careful. I don't cut anything. Because I've got more, but to find them, that's another thing. I've got some bigger ones here. I don't think the little ones are in here. got this sort of thing. Okay. I know what that's for, but these, what if I could put them there or something? I might just I'll get the seam ripper, which is a better idea. Let's see if I can get this off here. You got to be careful, Sonya, because I sewed it on there, tiny, because it is tiny job. It is. I think I cut them out in my big shot, and it's a big job to go and get that out and do some more for the time being for what I want for here. So that one looks a bit skew-whiff, doesn't it? Probably not going to work. Maybe that envelope's not the thing. You know what? They say if something's not working for you, just leave it alone. Well, I've shown you how to do that. How to make it. I can show you how to take it off. We can work it into something else another day. How about that? Because this is holding me up too much, and I'm not going to get it done if I keep fiddling around with it. But there'll be a place I can put that, but that's not there. Okay? It doesn't work. I gave it a chance. I did. I gave it a chance. I do believe I gave it enough of a chance. I'll just sit it over here so I don't lose it. So what I could do is make a pocket, but actually have it incorporated into the piece here. Okay, so we can get a piece of fabric, because even this colour one here, I don't think that I'd be happy with that either. So let's get something that's already a bit of a colour. When I say a bit of a colour, it's got to be something that I can work with, that goes with it. Everything's got to go together, doesn't it, to be right. That's too dark. I might have to take a piece off here. Love this fabric. I absolutely do love this fabric. So we need something that I can use as a pocket that's going to look nice on that. So we're going to match it up here. We're going to get it and we're going to look. And we're going to say, well, that bit there'd be nice, wouldn't it? This bit with the writing on it. That'd be a nice pocket. Or the lady sitting on the front. You could make her into the pocket. Okay, so let's cut this bit out here first. Or the nest. No, I think it's too dark. I think a bit bigger pair of scissors would be here all day. Rightio. Well, we're nearly up. The time's nearly out anyway, really. So I've been trying to figure out what to do. Okay. Now put that where you won't lose it. Yes, for sure. Now I had that bit, didn't I? But I think I'm going to put this bit here on it. You move over there, Lynn. Okay. How about if we put the lady on there? I don't think she's right either, is she? No, it's not working for me. How about that? Looks alright. Looks alright. I don't mind that. Be a good idea if I cut these things out straight in the first place. I wouldn't have to worry about all this trimming and stuff. I guess I really like these pieces of fabric, and I really wanted to do a thing with them on. Okay. Now, if I make this into a pocket, you've got all that there. So I'm going to trim that back there, and then I'm going to use this bit to make a an edge piece, I think. What about the green on it? I would use this bit of green here, or this one. Hope this is long enough. I mean, wide enough. I'm set on making this pocket on here, aren't I? Maybe that's the... Probably should undo that thought. Maybe I should undo that thought. Because this here will only be... I don't want it to cover up the bottom bit. We could have that there, and then put something down in the inside of it. Probably doesn't need a pocket. What do you reckon? I've got a thing about pockets. I do like pockets, but I don't think I need a pocket. Well, that's the idea. That we fixed that, didn't we? We've figured that out really close. We've decided no pocket for you, okay? Okay. It can still have that look, but it does not have the pocket. And then I've got to put over the top of that, which is, you know, to use in it as well. We need something interesting. That's too big. It's way too big, that piece. There's more in here though, I think. I like what I've got here so far, I really do. But I'm not a bit worried about putting all these words on here. And maybe you should just have a piece of, maybe the lady picture on there. No, can't work that. Ah dear. Oh my goodness me, people, I'm very sorry about this. It will get there in the end, you will see. It will work. Alright. Because I do like that bit that I've got there. And I am going to use one of these, but I might have to make it myself. If I can't find the others that I have got, that I cut off something, I might have to do it my own self. And plus I've got these here things I can use too, these buttons. Because I'll be able to do nice embellishments on here. So I will. Look at that. And the key can go on here too. I think because now that it's not going on that, what's the name, it can go here somewhere. Righto. It'll all work. It will. I don't doubt that for a second. Although I do a bit. Anyway, let's try and put this up here. In that part. No, go over here, Sonia. You're going to have confetti here in a minute. Again. That bit there. This piece up here. It's just patchy. It's going to be just patchy. And then the flowers. Nope. Need something different. I like the colour of that. Let me get this apart. I think I can find something else that colour so I don't have to fiddle around with that. Should be able to. Here's a bit. Okay. So put that down there. Righto. I nearly had this fixed, yes. I nearly had it done, didn't I? Then I changed it and mucked it up and it just went wrong. Anyway, we're going to put that down there. Come on. Like that. And a bit of word. And cut that off. That's going like that, okay? And we're going to put this little flower on here because he's itching to get on there, maybe. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm terribly sorry if we didn't do too much in the way of, you know, achievements, but we've working on how to work it out. So what I'm, that's my thing. I've got to try and get to the idea, because I need to find out what sort of idea we need. And I'm going to put that on there for sure. I am. And then I've got all these other bits. Do I need this purple thingy? Probably do, or I'll find another colour. And then I'll put a key on it and some of these bits. Okay, somehow it will work. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope that was you had some bit of an idea, but you have to test things. I do. I just am quite unable just to throw them on there and make it work for me. It doesn't work for me. It does not work for me. Maybe I can use these little blokes too. Different parts of it too, because we did do a lot of things. Yeah. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and a like, because it helps me really a lot. Thank you so very much for doing that. And I'm going to show you shortly all the really good goodies that are going in the next draw. So for people who comment all the time, you will be put into the draw, okay? If you're commenting all the time on my channel, they're the ones that will go into the draw, and I'm going to find that really hard to do, but that's what I need to do, because for you people who are really helping me by subscribing and by putting up comments, you're the ones that I hope that I can get to win a prize or something with the next thing that I'm putting up. So thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.